Welcome to the fifth CAD assignment. For this first problem, we have objects in letters A through O, and what we need to do is match these three-dimensional views to their respective 2D 3-view drawing. So notice all of these images on the right side are composed of two-dimensional images, however they all represent the same three images. These three images represent the front, top, and right side view of one of these items here from letters A through O. So you will need to match letters A through O to one of these objects here. We always have the front side in the bottom left corner, the top side right above the front side, and the right side view right next to the front view. So here we're going to go over letters A, B, and C, and we'll help you match these three items and you'll do the rest. First thing to note is that we always have this arrow, and this denotes the front side. So we know that this portion right here and this portion here is the front. This is part of the front, that's part of the front, and this is part of the front. This is the front for this object, and whatever's down here. Now we have the top side composed of this item here, whatever we can see from above. So that's if we're looking downwards. And now we have our third view, which would be our right side view. And remember, we're matching these three-dimensional views to the two-dimensional views down here. So here we have another face, so this is composing that portion, this portion, and this portion here. We have a lot of information. We have a total of 9 2D views and 3 three-dimensional views. So let's start off by looking at the top view. We notice that there are differences from one of these compared to the other two. Letter A has a top side that looks like an L, and it's composed of this entire portion here. B has a square looking top. C has an L shape as well, but it also has a little square down here that will cause this entire top view to look like a square. So we already know that letter A is going to be this view down here because we have the L-shaped top view. And we can verify that our front view is similar to this view here because notice we have a complete square, but it's split in half. The same is going on for this situation. Although we have an indentation, this is still part of the front view. And we note it down here in this 2D view by drawing a line straight down the middle. If we look at the right side view, we notice that we also have a square if we combine these two halves with the one that's pushed in and the one that is out. And that matches this portion here. You can solve the rest for B and C, but if you want me to explain it, I'll explain it here, or you can fast forward to the next problem. So in this situation, we look at letter B, and we see that either one of these two can be letter B, but we notice that there's an indentation in the front side, all right, that looks like a U channel. All of this is part of the front view. We also have to denote that there's a row that is indented into object B, and that's denoted here. The indented portion and the other part. And we also see the channel here on the right side view, which is denoted by this portion here. And this would be our right side view for letter B. So we already matched it. And the indentation for the channel is also denoted here from the top view. So yes, this is our top view. We have a complete square, but we also have to denote the indentation. This is an important feature. One key thing to notice here is that all of our objects are organized intentionally to match the same dimensions for the top view and the front view, and also the right view is drawn to have the same dimensions as the front view. So notice that everything is proportional. We will want you to be drawing like this pretty soon. So notice this is on the same line, this is on the same line, the same happened here. We have this half portion, we have this portion here, the top and the bottom of the cube, and the furthest point. So remember, we want you to make everything proportional. And now we have letter C, where we have our L shape here, but a completed box, so we denote that. We also have dashed lines, which represent the channel that is going through letter C. By looking at this three-dimensional view, we would not know that that channel goes all the way through letter C, but this image here is showing us that the channel does in fact go all the way through letter C. We can also denote this on the right side view by looking at this indentation here, and these dashed lines. We also see that happening here. So on the right side, we do create a complete square, but we show that we have an indentation here. And lastly, for our front view, we have quite a bit going on. We do have our channel that we do not have to draw in. We also have this feature that's right in the front view, and then we have a portion that is going into the object that is here. And that is actually this surface here. So cool, so we have already found out that letter C is this box, and B relates to this drawing here. Go ahead and finish the other views in the following slide. By this point, you would have successfully matched letters A through O to their respective drawings on the right side. So now you are ready to go and draw out the 3D view into the 2D views. So notice we do want to see the top side, the front side, and the right side. You will be able to choose what your front is. I will be choosing this side to be the front view, just to be consistent with the previous example. So this is a front view. Notice that all of this belongs to the front. This is actually a different object, but this is a good example of what we want. So here's the front view. This would all correspond to the top view. And then finally, our right side view is this portion here, including this little segment that's indented and these two squares. So once again, we do want to see the front side view, the right side view, and the top side view. I recommend you do this on a separate sheet of paper and then copy and paste your answer. I will be going over an example. In this situation, I will be converting this 3D drawing into 3 2D views. This is not a problem that you will do for our class. This is just an example so you can practice. So in this case, I will have my front view going from this direction. I'll have my top view coming from up here. And I'll have my right side coming through this side. To limit any confusion, this entire face will be a part of my right side view. This entire portion will be part of the top side, and the top side. And finally, this last portion will be part of the right side view. So in this situation, I'm going to start off by drawing out the front side. Remember, the front side is this face here. So now that we've done our front side, we're going to go ahead and do our top side. So this part, this, and this. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and do my right side view. We have step 1, step 2, and then step 3. So the nice thing about this image is that everything is proportional. So notice how we have everything linked up here. This portion linked here. This is at the same height, same height as well. And you do not have to do this. I hope you don't. This is just to show you that everything is proportional. We have this portion here, and then this links with this portion here. So let's make sure we make everything proportional. I don't care about the dimensions, but you need to do this for the other 2 problems. You're converting your 3D image into 3 2-dimensional views. Your front side being in the bottom left corner, your top side, and then your right side. Please make everything proportional and neat. I understand you do not have graphing paper, or you might not have it, so try to be as neat as possible. Thank you for your time.